Ever hated something for years, only to wake up one day and realize you've actually started to like it? That's exactly how I feel about Apple right now. For the longest time, I've been called an Apple hater, someone who constantly bashed iPhones for having tiny batteries, slow charging, 60Hz displays, and cameras that just didn't match up to the Android world. Some even joked I was secretly working for Chinese brands because of how much I praised their devices. But here's the twist: for the first time in years, I'm actually recommending an iPhone. Not just any iPhone, but the iPhone 17 Pro Max. So, what changed? Why would someone who used to roll their eyes at Apple suddenly call this the best iPhone you can buy in 2025? Let's break it down. First, let's talk about price. In a world where everything is getting more expensive, Apple has somehow kept the iPhone 17 Pro Max at $1,199. That's the same price it's been for years now. Back in 2019, the iPhone 11 Pro Max was actually more expensive at $1,249 for the 256GB model. Of course, $1,199 is still a lot of money, but considering inflation and how much less that same amount can buy today compared to 6 years ago, it's actually surprising that Apple didn't raise the price for anyone locked into the Apple ecosystem. This already feels like a win, but price alone doesn't make me change my tune. What really caught my attention is the battery. Apple has never been famous for putting huge batteries inside its iPhones, but this year's Pro Max is different. The regular version comes with a 4,823 mAh battery, while the ES-IM-only variant packs a massive 5,088 mAh cell. For an iPhone, that's sensational. Combine that with Apple's software efficiency, and you've got a phone that could easily outlast many competitors. Sure, Chinese phones like the Vivo X200 Ultra and the rumored OnePlus models are hitting 6,000 and even 7,000 mAh, but real-world performance doesn't always match the numbers. Apple's optimization makes that 5,000 figure feel much bigger. And to make things even sweeter, charging is finally faster. It's still nowhere near the crazy 100-watt speeds of some Android flagships, but at least Apple is moving in the right direction. Now, let's move on to cameras, the part that most people care about when spending over $1,000. For the first time, all three rear cameras on the iPhone 17 Pro Max use 48-megapixel sensors. That's a big step up from the 12-megapixel telephoto of the previous model.